Oh, and we're live for part two.
Hey, this is part two, back with Master Sergeant Firo, still talking about the Army. Brandon asked if I ever plan on leaving the Army, which I probably should have used in the last one, and eventually I will. At 20 years, you get a nice retirement package, and it gets slightly better the longer you go, so I may stay longer. As I said before, I like the Army, so that's a good thing too. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess this up. Dulcimeria Estrada asked, have I ever fought in the war? And yes, I've been to both Iraq and Afghanistan. Probably that's good enough there. Cassandra asked, have I ever been hurt doing my job? Not in the sense that you'd think, I imagine. I have been in combat. I've never been hit, as it were, but a lot of our equipment weighs a lot and it wears down on you, so I've been lightly hurt, shall we say. How old were you when you entered the military? Wow, that's an interesting question. I entered really late. I entered at the age of 30. Most people enter when they're younger, but that's that. Eric asks, do you fight bad guys? I'd like to think so. As I say, I've been in combat, so I've had that opportunity. So I'd like to feel like I've done well at my job, and which I think is also what Frankie P is asking. How does it feel saving the world? And it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. Feels good serving my country. Even sitting behind a desk, sometimes it feels good serving my country. We got two questions about sleep here. One from Stephanie, who says, do you guys ever sleep? And Joshua, who asks, do some soldiers sleep while some are awake? So, when we're back in the normal world doing admin stuff, we sleep pretty much like you guys do. We get our 8 hours a night, or more or less. When we go to the field, or when we're down, when we go to combat zones, sometimes sleep can be harder to come by. So that's a very good question. You always want to try and get as much sleep as possible because you don't know when it might be interrupted. And some soldiers will watch over other soldiers when you're in the field. That's a very good question. So I asked the one, and we're okay, and we're wrapping it up. So thank you very much. I hope I was able to help.